So I had originally recorded this without writing a script, but I decided, fuck it, I'll write a script because I've learned that it's easier for me. I'm shit at really talking about things for these type of videos freestyle, which is probably apparent in my earlier videos that didn't have scripts. However, for what I was originally going to do, I'll do here. So I've got Watch Dogs Legion playing in the background, and you can barely hear some background noise from the village. Just for this type of video. Also, the reason this took so long is because I kept doing other stuff. Just because it's this type of video, I'm not as motivated to work on it, but fuck it, here it is. So first off, for some proper clarification and corrections. And the correction is the character that traumatizes Monica and others is actually this lady, Anna from Shumanetta, who sexually assaults and even tries to rape the main character. This is a character Monica plays. So, quick correction there. However, this is still a character Monica chose to play. She expressed that she had been raped when she was 15, and then chose to play a character that tries to rape someone. Sorry, not to sound insensitive or anything, no doubt people will say I'm being exactly that, but if she was informed about this character and knew this would cause a trigger, she should have just straight up said no. Like, if you know this is going to cause a trigger, and it's also in something you have complete control over, then why the hell would you go forward with it? Like, I still have that issue because it doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Another issue I have is with Monica's statement about the patio balcony in her story. First off, I'm aware that Rial and Marquis have made a podcast talking about it, which I'm going to listen to later, so just letting everyone know about this. But for Monica's story, here's the thing. And I know some dude is going to throw a fit about architectural designs and like, fuck off. Yes, it's a problem because it causes issues with her story. This is the hotel in question, by the way, which Stan Allen confirmed who she made her key witness and dragged into all this crap, confirmed not only that this was the hotel in question, but also that there was no patio or balcony. Now, Stan went on to go on a bit more about the hotel, and even stated that this wasn't a luxurious hotel, and that there were problems within the hotel, like the room Stan was saying and being dusty and smelling of mildew. That's not very good. Let's get that out of the way. But the architectural design isn't my major issue. I mean, yes, hearing her story and what happened at said hotel, followed by researching the hotel and discovering that it doesn't have either patio or balcony, which causes questions for people. Of course it will. But that's not my major issue. What is that she first said it was a patio, and then much later had it retconned to balcony. And the reason I take issue with this is because she swore under oath that it was a patio. She swore an oath to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, this and this stuff that is asked of you in court, and claimed that it happened on a patio. And then much later on Twitter said that it was a balcony. That is the issue I have. I'm not going to hear crap about how it happened years ago, and no one is going to remember the architectural design of the hotel, as that is redundant and irrelevant. She said under oath that it was a patio. Under oath. That's my issue. Also, if that did happen, I'm pretty sure you'd remember certain parts. Like, you remember, like, the layout of the little bit you're in where this incident had occurred. Now let's talk about my last video. First of all, I'm glad to see people are actually enjoying the saga. As I stated, I have my own thoughts on this whole I Stand With Vic and KickVic battle that people still cannot believe is going on. But after that video went up, shit went nuts and idiotic, which went out of control, and I ended up privating my Twitter. Seriously, if I wanted to deal with fuckwits, I'd pick an argument with this guy. I still have no fucking clue where I'm blaming victims and how the title of my video is also blaming victims. Folks, don't drink the water because I fear there's something in it that fucks with your IQ. I also want to make this statement publicly, which is that if anyone has had a bad experience with Vic Mignogna, I would really love to hear it. Adorkable told me what happened involving her experience, which I find completely wrong and genuinely do feel bad for her. I was also told that Vic got pissy at some convention staff member because he was only allowed one Sharpie and he wanted all of them. Mate, bring your fucking own. I mean, you're not the only sod of these conventions. There are other people. But hearing a Dorkable story wasn't exactly pleasant. It did suck, and I do feel sorry that happened. I'm really sorry. And also, I'm not going to limit this to just stories about Vic. I'll even hear some involving Monica, which I heard quite possibly a story worse than what happened involving Vic. Now, this was a comment I literally got on my last KickVic video, which I removed because I don't want people giving this guy any shit or harassment. I am literally afraid of that happening, but this person's name is Ty Collins. All this happened back in 2005, before he had turned 13. He told me this wasn't a convention, but the Ramada Inn in Pacific, Missouri, which is now called the Holiday Inn. Him and his dad were in the indoor pool, and his dad left to go get McDonald's, so he decided to go try out the sauna. As he was just casually sitting there, a woman came in and sat next to him, and then proceeded to force her hand down his trunks and start beating him off. He, quite rightly, freaked out and jumped up, to which she kept pulling him back down and saying, "It's okay," a few times before getting up, locking the door, and getting completely naked. She then proceeded to pull his trunks down and basically have fun, till she was satisfied and then fucked off. And he never forgot her face. He also found out who the lady actually was a few years ago by looking up voice actors. At first, looking at her, he thought it was her world's closest lookalike. But then he heard her voice and effectively shat himself at the realization that this chick had raped him when he was fucking 12. Just let that sink in. Monica had bitched about being sexually assaulted by Vic and complained about being raped when she was 15, yet she herself raped a fucking 12-year-old boy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's worse. And I may be the only person who thinks so, but slightly hypocritical. You can't bitch and whine about being raped by someone when you raped someone yourself, okay? That's like my dad stealing my drink out of the fridge and me bitching and whining about it when I've done the same thing with his ginger beers in the past. Okay, not exactly the same crime, but that's not the point I'm making. You cannot bitch about said thing happening to you when you've done it yourself. Ty also got a lot of flack from KickVicers, mainly from Lady Tora by the looks of it, who did not believe his story and called him a liar. Yes, when Monica comes out with a story about being raped, everyone eats it up. But when someone comes out that they got raped by Monica, liar, 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 liar. Fucking idiots, the lot of you. Here's one reason they don't believe his story. Monica was scheduled to attend Anime Central in Rosemont, Illinois, but the event had been cancelled. No doubt it was scheduled to go live, and she had flown out all that way. But because the event got cancelled, well, that just meant she could do whatever she wanted. And it was like a 20 to 40 minute drive away from St. Louis. I mean, the timing is kind of perfect, don't you think? And it is too serious a situation. And Ty is right. These people will refuse to believe any of this because this is someone they like and will eat up their words like it's fucking law. This tweet, Tora, is why I think you people are fucking brainless, not gonna lie. I don't even think Tora knows how vacations even fucking work. Me and my family effectively had a vacation in the South Island of New Zealand for 2 weeks doing a road trip. My parents didn't have all that much money, mainly because they were spending it on shit they needed to spruce up our at-the-time house. Nor did me or my sister, yet we still were able to have a road trip. We even did one the year before, going from where we lived down to Wellington, New Zealand's capital, and all the way back up, with the last stop being Hobbiton and Matamata. And even Ty pointed out that he still managed to go on vacations, and he only gets $15 an hour. Regardless of who people believe, personally, I don't care. I'll gladly hear stories from both sides in regards to their experiences with these people, as well as Jamie, Ron, and anyone else affiliated or not. In this situation, I am merely giving my own thoughts on the whole thing from my own perspective. Just because I happen to share similarities to others doesn't mean shit, really, as that's the case with a lot of people. Including you, KickVic, so shut up. That was just something I did that was pretty stupid. I got in an annoying argument with Doomslayer, and I effectively just gave up in the end. I just couldn't be bothered. He wasn't even hearing or listening to what I was trying to say or get across. He did, however, point out that he's not like everyone in KickVic, as he doesn't agree with DC Douglas and thinks that he is a creep. So I give him props there. But that didn't stop me from just wanting to shove a cork down his throat to make him shut up because he wasn't getting my point or stance. Whether you like or hate Robo, I honestly do not care. But I do not agree with using his breakup against him maliciously. Regardless of what he's done, that's just not okay. It's the same if he came out saying his dad had died and then you guys then use it against him to attack him. I mean, you people did that with Hillion's dad. Doomslayer then started posting these memes at me. They're not the exact ones because I cannot be bothered looking for them. And then he sent me this meme of Peter Parker going, "Gonna cry?" And then I said this. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have done that. I know that was extremely stupid of me to do. However, legit question. Can you really call this a viable threat? 1847 is a fictional character. This is about as serious of a threat as it would be if I mentioned the Dark Brotherhood. Was it a stupid thing of me to say? Yes, extremely, without question. And yes, I even tried defending myself for that with me saying it was just frustration. It's not excusable. But it's also not a serious fucking threat either. I mean, let's be real. It's extremely stupid. And I'll agree with my friend Haru that I probably shouldn't have really gotten involved in all this malarkey to begin with. But honestly, after everything I've been told, and considering that I've already started, I might as well finish it off. I have quite a few other stories on this I want to cover, including Monica's podcast, which will be the next video. And then after that, I'm taking a break from this for a bit to focus on some other projects. I will be back to talking about this, so don't worry, I'm not done with it yet. But I have a few other things that I want to focus on and work on right now, like my second channel. I admit and own up to when I make stupid moves like with this, and when I emailed Zombie Kills last year. Even when Michael Hopewell spoke about Suzy Lou Update 12, I took what he had said and understood his thoughts. And in regards to Update 12, yeah, he kinda did have a point. However, my videos are not harassment, so DJ Ranma S, do everyone a favor and shut the fuck up. That video was not harassment by any fucking means. You clowns will call any and all videos that call out and cover Monica's shit in any form of bad light harassment when it fucking isn't. You just don't like seeing her have videos made on her because you nitwits think she hasn't done anything wrong ever, even though she raped a 12-year-old boy back in 2005. My video was not harassment. It was my opinions on the whole situation from what I've been given. Somebody even said I'm clout chasing as well. You clearly don't know how I operate on this channel in regards to commentary. If it's something that really gets me and I get really invested in it, I'm gonna talk about it. Plain and simple. Otherwise, I'm just doing gaming videos. A good example of that would be the whole Bakugan situation I covered with the 3 videos with Aaron Fox. Apparently, Aaron is still fucking ban-evading, idiot. And there are other morons within the community wanting people to upload the full episode, even though official Bakugan's fucking doing that already. Fucking idiots. This is why you don't let fucking 5-year-olds on the internet. This is why. Like, even I didn't have access on the internet when I was fucking 5. Well, only at primary school. But for the most part, no. Like, just keep fucking kids off the internet. Anyways, I'm gonna head off and leave you all with this video for now. Currently gonna go watch the podcast. I know I'm a bit late to that party, but fuck it. I mean, I have a fucking full-time job outside of YouTube where I work 50 hours a week. I don't really have as much time to make videos and go through videos as you think. I really don't. But I honestly hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll be back to doing my videos normally in the next one. But until then, thanks for watching and supporting. And I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. So, I was just about to end this video, and then I saw this gap. What was it? Nope. Alt. Right. That's Very well done. Like, you can see that person just wiping what I'm guessing is a window. Wow. Well done, Ubisoft. You fucked it up. Wow. What the fuck? Oh, someone's got COVID.